Yeah, yeah, yeah. Am I live? Wait a second, wait a second. Let me check. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are live, guys. Yeah, yeah, we are live. Okay. So, what we will do today? Check here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. हेलो भाई. हेलो गेटा भाई. कैसे भाई? Hmm. Yeah. So today we will solve. Today we will try to solve two questions. Yeah, I have read both of them. Like they're very easy as compared to other questions of 800 rating. So let's move towards it. Okay, so the one was this common multiple question, and the other one was, wait a second, guys. Wait a second, just wait a second. From where I could turn my mic off, there's no option. Oh shit. I'll join in a minute. Give me a Give me a little time. I'll join. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So it would hardly take us 20 minutes to solve both of the questions. So let's be real quick. One I read was Dr. TC, I guess. Or let me check. Was it? Yeah. So Dr. TC, this was a bit confusing one, but let me make it easy for you. Here in this, you also read this question once, but I'll tell you in brief that what this question says. This question says that the string is given S and how many possible number of total ones can be formed from its combinations. Like first, the rule number one is that we if we are performing the ayat operation, यानी कि if suppose that I is equal to 0 and you are performing ayat operation, then you need to reverse the ayat number. Like if it is 1, then make it 0. If you are performing I2 operation on I2, then you would reverse the second indexed number. Okay, here he has said that it is known that AI is created first copying the S, then flipping the ith character. 1 becomes 0 and 0 becomes 1, vice versa. Okay. So if we flip here 1, then it would become 001. Same. If we flip on second iteration, the 0 would be flipped, it would become 111. Okay. On third, it would become 0, so it would become 100. Okay. So it is very easy one. See, it would form a matrix type of situation like X. Okay. So we have given with, let's say, S is given as 100 and we need to perform the operations on S. Then we would find an operation, we would find the matrix, like we would get the numbers like 1 would be reverse 0 0 0, then it would become 0 1 0, then it would become 0 0 1. Okay, so hear me out guys. If okay, let me take another example, it would become more easy to understand. S is equal to 1 0, is equal to 1 0 1 0. Okay, okay, so the it would form like 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, so hear me out guys. uh, the first combination would be like that. The first similarity in both of them, if the length of S is 3, then there would be 3 combination. If the length of S is 4, there would be 4 combinations, similarly so on. So mind me guys, if the in the question what we have to find, we have to find the total number of ones in the resultant array. Okay, here like these three are the element of an array, and what are the total number of ones in this array. There is 3 plus 1 plus 1. There are 5 ones. So what the answer is for this? 5. Okay. Similarly, like what are the number of ones here? Four ones. So the answer is, there are 5 zeros now. So there is 5 ones. Okay. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. So now what we would perform, what we would do like. let's say that we have initialize an empty space for them is like int result is equal to 0. Okay, when we would execute a for loop, if the first element is 1, if the first element is 1, there would be a decrement in the result, because the 1 would convert into 0. है got my point? So there would be a decrement. It was like if the element is 0. No, 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 no. I have made a mistake here in writing this. That's what I was thinking. The first one is right. In second one, what we would do, it would become like 110, and third one it would become like 101. Okay. So if the number is 1, then what we would add, and then in the result the total number of ones would be result would be result plus result is equal to result plus there are how many total number of elements? 1 2 3. Okay, so n, let's say the length of S is equal to n minus 1. Okay, because there is only one place where the 1 is converted into 0, and rest of all the places we would get the get 1 as it is. Okay, and if we move to second stage, then if it is a 0, then we would add. If it is a 0, then we would write like uh, then we would add like write like result is equal to result plus 1. Simple, because at every other place there would be 1, there would be 0, but in one scenario it would become 1. Okay, similarly here also, the see, it was 1, so we can add 3 here. If it was 0, we would add 1. If it was 1, we would add 3. If it was okay, so let's write the code for this. Let me check. It was question number of Lisa. Oh, it is zero yeah, for that I have made an file already. Let me copy the boilerplate code. Mm. Wait, guys, wait. I'll explain. I'll explain what I have done. What I have done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me check it whether it accepts or not. Because in first try my question never accepts. It is it has been a record. Means I'm doing the lead code. My question in first try is never accepted. Oh damn good, bro. Damn good. Let's go. So this till here it should be clear. As in the question they have mentioned what we need to take as the input in our test cases. Okay. So next I initialized an empty space for and simple you can call it as a counter only. Result is equal to 0. Then I started a for loop for a string, and if my string's element is 1, then it would add n minus 1 into the result. If my string is 0, then it would add result plus 1, and it would simply do plus 1. Okay. Why plus 1? Because if it is a 0, then it would be converted into 1 only once throughout all the test cases. Okay. If it is 1, then it would be 0 in only single element. Rest all elements it would be 1. Okay. Similarly here. So if I need to if I need to find the total number of ones, then it would become like 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 ones here, and 1 here, and 1 here. It would become like 4. So the answer is 4. And if I talk about here, then it would become 4 minus 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 8, 11, and 1, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Here it would become 3. Here it would become 4. 4 हो गया. Here it would become 7. Here it would become 8. Yeah, simple. Then you can use the same trick. You will get the answer. Bro, it is very easy question. To be honest, if you use your brain, if you use all your senses and your brain properly, it is a very easy question. Yeah, let's move on to the next question. Here we got So our another question was common multiple, na, which we were looking earlier. Yeah, okay, 0 then a. Okay, then yeah, leave all this. I'll explain what this question says. This question is saying that you are given an an array, an array of 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you need to find the multiple array of that which doesn't contains the same element. There should be no same element in array 2, and there should be no same element in array 2. Let's say we take an element in array 2. Our elements are a comma b comma c. So he says that the product of a into 1 should be equal to b into 2 should be equal to c into 3. So we need to we need to place such elements in array 2 that all the product should be equal, and there should be no element that is same in the array 2. Okay, this is all what the question is saying. There is nothing else. If this happens, so if there is if array number 2 satisfy this condition and there is no repeated element in array number 4, then it is called as a beautiful array. But what we need to return is what could be the maximum number of elements in array 2 that are making it beautiful. Like if b is repeating, then we can say that only two elements of the array 2 are making it beautiful, rest not. Okay, got my point what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so for the product scenario, what we can do is that take the LCM direct. 3 into 2 6, 6 into 2 6 into 1 1. So the in place of a it would come, there would be in place of a it would replace by 6, in place of b it would replace by 3, in place of c it would replace by 2. Now you can do the product. All of them are same. Okay, but this thing doesn't matter. What we need to return is what could be the maximum size of the sequence of array that that is beautiful. So if I take the example, like if there is if the array is such in way like this, then obviously the the element at the place of d would be repeated, would be 3 only to make the product equal to 6. So why not we can do like that? We traverse this array and see how many unique number of elements in that are present in that array, and we can return that count. It is a simple approach, brute force approach. I think it should work. And I didn't found any of the test case or any of other scenario which doesn't satisfy this condition. There could be a test case in code forces that we need to check, that we could only check by coding the solution. So why not code the test case on like the length of the array? Yeah, we got the array inputted. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to traverse the array in repeat the repeated element is 0 for loop. We need to use, yeah, it is giving me correct. If the array of I equal to array of plus repeat is equal to 1 1. So why not? Why not? It's not equal to. We count direct the unique elements. की जरूरत है एक then one two equal to 5 5 3. For that we need to sort the array na. 1 5 3 1 4 1. Yeah, so what we did is that we sorted the array so that it would come in an sequential manner in an ascending order. Okay, if in ascending order we can easily check that if the previous element is equal to the next element or not. If it is not equal, then the unique counter is incremented, and obviously the number of unique elements is equal to our solution, like previously I explained. So we may here we increase the counter and display it. It is a very simple question, very simple question. You just need to think it very critically. It is a very simple question. And I'm damn sure this would be accepted in my first try. A compilation, bro. Yeah. So guys, today we did two questions, and I think we need to do three, four questions in a day so that we can complete this. Com we can finish this complete line of 800. Once this line is finished, then only we can move to 1000 or 900. First, we will try to do 1000. If 1000 seems to seems to find more tough, then we would come back to 900. Otherwise, we would continue 1000. There are many questions. There's so many questions there. Okay, so guys, meet you tomorrow. Sayonara, man. Bye.